يلا يا أصدقاء، مغامرتنا تبدأ دلوقتي.
All right, today we're going to dig into a simple but honestly an incredibly powerful formula for childhood development. It all comes down to three key things: the outdoors, role play, and activity. So let's explore the magic that happens when you put them all together. Now, our source for this explainer might look really simple, just a few words. But trust me, inside this image is a really profound directive for helping young kids grow. More outdoor role play activity. It's not just a nice suggestion, it's practically a blueprint for developmental success. So that's the big question, right? Why these words in this specific order? What is it about this particular combination that seems to unlock so much potential in a child? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down. Because this isn't just a list of good ideas, You've got to think of it more like a powerful, interconnected formula. Each part actually makes the other stronger, creating an impact that's way, way bigger than any single one of them could have on its own. A recipe. Yeah, that's a perfect way to put it. It's a recipe where all the ingredients combine to create something really special. A rich environment for growth, a playground for creativity, and, well, a dynamic classroom for hands-on learning. Okay, so to really get the whole recipe, first we need to look at each of the three key ingredients on its own. Let's kind of pull them apart and see what makes each one so vital for a child's development. First up, outdoor. Being outside gives kids this rich, multisensory experience that you just can't replicate indoors. Think about it. The feeling of the wind, the smell of rain on the dirt, the sound of birds, this constant stream of information is building complex pathways in their brains. It offers physical freedom, uneven ground that builds motor skills, and it gives them a real, essential connection to the natural world. Next, we've got role play. This is kind of like the cognitive heavy lifting of play. When a child pretends to be a doctor, or a chef, or a superhero, they're developing empathy by literally putting themselves in someone else's shoes. They're flexing their problem-solving skills, figuring out complex social situations, and learning the unwritten rules of our society, all through the incredible power of their imagination. And our final ingredient? Activity. This is the engine of learning. See, physical movement isn't just about kids burning off energy. It is fundamentally tied to brain development. It's a concept called embodied cognition. So when kids are running and jumping and building things, they're embedding lessons deep into their bodies and their minds. They're literally learning by doing. So we have our three amazing ingredients. And now for the best part, putting it all together. This is where we get to see how their synergy creates what you can really only describe as developmental magic. So here's how it all clicks into place. The outdoor environment is the perfect, ever-changing stage, right? It's unpredictable. Then role play becomes the script, giving children a framework to explore that world and interact with each other. An activity? Well, that's the action that brings the whole production to life, making the learning deep and really, really memorable. These things don't just add up, they multiply each other's benefits. It's amazing. This quote just says it all, doesn't it? The outdoors supercharges the imagination. It's the difference between pretending to be an explorer in your living room versus pretending to be an explorer in an actual forest with real sticks and rocks and streams. Through role play, children take that supercharged imagination and they literally build new worlds. So what's the big takeaway here? What should you remember? It's that the environment a child plays in truly matters. That imagination isn't just fluff, it's a critical tool for learning. And that movement physically cements that learning in the brain. But maybe most importantly, it's understanding that the real power, the magic, is in the combination of all three. And that leaves us with a final and pretty important question to think about. Knowing what we know now about this powerful formula, how can we, as parents, as educators, as a community, how can we intentionally make more space for this kind of unstructured, outdoor, imaginative, and active play in a child's day? It's definitely something worth thinking about.